Hello everyone, it's me, Teacher Hunter. Today I'm going to go visit my relatives, and I want you to come with me. We're going to learn the names of all the relatives in my family. I brought my friends with me today. Are you guys ready to learn too?
Yes.
Are you excited to see my different relatives?
Yes.
Okay, let's get started learning together. Here's a picture of my relatives. Let's start with the first one. Grandfather.
Grandfather.
Grandfather, grandfather, grandfather.
Grandfather. Grandfather. Grandfather.
We can call grandfather by different names too. Sometimes I call him Grandpa. Next, grandmother.
Grandmother.
Grandmother, grandmother, grandmother.
Grandmother. Grandmother. Grandmother.
Perfect. Grandmother. We can call her grandma. Next, aunt.
Aunt.
Aunt, aunt, aunt.
Aunt.
Good job. And the last one, uncle.
Uncle.
Uncle, uncle, uncle.
Uncle.
Let's review them together. Grandfather.
Grandfather.
Grandmother.
Grandmother.
Aunt.
Uncle.
Good job. Grandfather and grandmother are the parents of my mom. Grandfather, grandmother. They can also be the parents of my dad too. Aunt and uncle are their brothers and sisters. Now I need your help with spelling. These are some hard words, and I don't know if I could do it all by myself. Okay, we're going to label this picture using the names of the relatives we just learned. Altogether we have 4. Grandfather, grandmother, aunt, and uncle. Let's start at the bottom with uncle. I know that uncle starts with the letter U, but I don't know what comes after that. I need your help. U.
N.
N.
C.
C.
L.
L.
E.
E. Uncle. U-N-C-L-E.
U-N-C-L-E.
Perfect. Next is grandfather. Grandfather. I know we've learned the word father before, but grandfather? Let's try to spell it together. It starts with a G.
G.
R.
R.
A.
A.
N.
N.
D.
D.
Now spell the word father.
F.
F.
A.
A.
T.
T.
H.
H.
E.
E.
R.
R. Perfect. Grandfather.
Grandfather.
G-R-A-N-D.
G-R-A-N-D.
F-A-T-H-E-R.
F-A-T-H-E-R.
Perfect. Grandfather. Next, grandmother. It's kind of similar to grandfather, using the same word, grand. We should start with the letter G. G. R.
A. N. D. M. O. T. H. E. R.
Perfect. Grandmother.
Grandmother.
G-R-A-N-D.
G-R-A-N-D.
M-O-T-H-E-R.
M-O-T-H-E-R.
Good job. Grandmother. And our last one, aunt. It starts with the letter A. Can you tell me what comes next?
U.
U.
N.
N.
T.
T. Well, that one was easy compared to all the others. Let's review it again. Starting with uncle. U-N-C-L-E.
Uncle.
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 Grandmother.
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 Grand.
Mother.
Mother.
Aunt.
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 Perfect. And the last one, grandfather.
Grandfather.
Grand.
Grand.
Father. Perfect. Remember, spelling is really important, so you and your friends should practice spelling together. All these words you can find in your book. If you need any extra help, you can ask your teacher as well. In these pictures, these family members came together for a little reunion. We have to help label all the relatives' names. Some of the words are given for you, the first letter. Some of them are left blank. Let's fill them in together. Can you find out who's who in this picture?
Yes. Mother.
Mother,
Father.
father,
Grandmother.
grandmother,
Grandfather.
and grandfather. Let's start with mother. She's in the blue dress. Mother. Then we have father, who's wearing the red shirt. Father. Then we have our grandmother and our grandfather. Can you help me spell grandmother and grandfather?
Grandmother.
Good job. Grandmother.
Grandmother.
Can you help me spell grandfather?
Grandfather.
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 Good job. Let's see what our next picture is. This is a picture of a big family. There's so many people. Let's start at the top. There's a letter F already there. What word do you think that is?
Father.
Father. Father. Father. What about the word that starts with an M?
Mother.
Mother. Mother. Mother. What about the word that starts with a B?
Brother.
Brother. Brother. And our last two, what do you think they could be?
Grandfather.
Grandfather, the old man, grandfather. 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 And our last one?
Grandmother.
Grandmother. Grandmother. Grandmother. We've got one more picture of a family to label. Do you think you can help me with this one?
Yes.
Starting with the one that starts with the M. What could that be? Mother. Good job. Mother. And what about the one that starts with the F?
Father.
Father. Great. Do you see any more letters?
Yes.
Where?
An S.
S. That must be for sister, right?
Yes.
S-I-S-T-E-R. Sister. Then who do we have?
Grandfather.
Grandfather. Perfect. And
Grandmother.
grandmother. Perfect. Mother,
Mother.
father,
Father.
sister,
Sister.
grandfather,
Grandfather.
grandmother.
Grandmother.
Good job. In our next activity, we have Nam and Miss Patty together. Nam took some pictures of her relatives for Miss Patty to see. Miss Patty had a few questions for her. She asked, "Who is that?" Will you practice saying that with me? Who is that?
Who is that?
Who is that?
Who is that?
Nam responded, "That is my aunt." That is my aunt.
That is my aunt.
Let's try that again. Who is that?
Who is that?
That is my aunt.
That is my aunt.
Remember, when we get asked, we need to respond, "That is my." We're going to change the names for the different relatives, depending on who they ask. Let's practice. Who is that?
That is my grandfather.
Good job. Who is that?
That is my grandfather.
Perfect. Next, who is that?
That is my grandmother.
Ah, perfect. Next question, who is that?
That is my uncle.
This is important for us to know how to respond when people ask. Who is that?
Who is that?
We answer, "That is my."
That is mine.
But we change the names of the relatives. Aunt, uncle, grandmother, grandfather. You can practice with your friends. Grab a partner and ask them, "Who is that?" See if they can answer. Then you can switch roles. You answer and they ask. Next, we're going to sing a song about our relatives. We have grandfather, grandmother, and an uncle. Are you ready to sing with me?
Yes.
Do you remember the names of all the relatives?
Yes.
Perfect. Let's sing together.
Uncle, aunt, grandfather, grandmother, they are my relatives. Who is that? That is my uncle. Who is that? That is my aunt. Who is that?
You guys did such a good job singing. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Thanks. You can practice this song again and again. The words are in your book. Be sure to practice if you have some free time. Next, we're going to practice writing together. And this, we have a picture of some of our relatives and a sentence. But I don't think the sentence is correct. We'll read it together and see if it is. If it's not, will you help me fix it?
Yes.
Okay. Our first one, who is that?
That is my uncle.
In the picture, who do you see?
Grandfather.
Grandfather. Let's write the whole sentence again together. That is my grandfather. Can you help me spell the word father?
F-A-T-H-E-R.
Perfect. That is my grandfather.
That is my grandfather.
Good job. Next, take a look at this picture. Here is the question and the answer. Who is that? That is my grandmother. Is that correct?
No.
No, it's not. That's not my grandmother. Who is it?
That is my aunt.
That is my aunt. That is my aunt.
That is my aunt.
Perfect. Who is that? That is my aunt? That can't be my aunt.
That is my uncle.
That is my uncle. That is my uncle.
That is my uncle.
Perfect. Why don't you read this one to me? What does it say?
Who is that?
Who is that?
That is my grandfather.
That is my grandfather? Oh no, that's not my grandfather. Who is that?
Grandmother.
That is my grandmother.
That is my grandmother.
That is my grandmother. That is my grandmother.
That is my grandmother.
Perfect. Good job. Remember, you should ask the question and answer. And switch with your friends too. In this family, let's name all of the members of the family and the relatives. Who is that?
That is my sister.
That is my sister. Who is that?
That is my mother.
That is my mother. Who is that?
That is my grandfather.
That is my grandfather. Who is that?
That is my grandmother.
That is my grandmother. Who is that?
That is my father.
That is my father. Wow, this is a big family. It has a father, a mother, a grandfather, a grandmother, and a sister. You can ask your friends these different questions and see what response they have. We learned all about the different relatives in our families. There was a lot, wasn't there?
Yes.
Thanks for helping me today. We'll We'll see you next week, okay?
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
You guys did great too. Thanks for helping me. We learned all about relatives. Grandfather, grandmother, aunt, and uncle. It's important for you to practice spelling, reading, writing. All these materials are found in your books. There's more activities for you to do as well. Remember, you can practice at home with your parents or at school with your teachers and your friends. Thanks again for watching. Bye.